morning, your majesties. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you that are new here, welcome to my YouTube channel and happy Friday. Y'all, we made it to Friday. I'm so proud of all of us for making it to Friday. Okay, I have a story time for you guys. This one's called The Silent Witness. I don't believe in silent witnesses. No, you don't know. You don't say silent as a witness. No, I don't believe in silent witnesses. Okay, in the bustling metropolis, there is a luxury apartment building known for its high-profile residents and state-of-the-art security. The last place anyone would expect a murder to happen. But when one of the city's wealthiest businessmen is found dead in his penthouse, the police are baffled. The security footage shows no sign of an intruder, and the doors and windows were all locked from the inside. The case quickly becomes a media sensation, but no one can figure out how the killer got in or out. Megan, a rookie detective with a reputation, Taylor Swift album, Reputation, anyway, with a reputation for solving impossible cases, is assigned to the investigation. As she delves into the details, she becomes more convinced that there's more to the case than meets the eye. The penthouse is full of secrets, and Megan is determined to uncover them no matter where they lead. The investigation starts off routine with Megan interviewing the staff, reviewing security footage and combing through the victim's life for any clues. But the more she digs, the stranger the case becomes. The security footage shows nothing unusual except for one odd detail. Every night at 2:13 a.m., the camera in the victim's living room flickers and goes dark for exactly 13 seconds. When it comes back on, everything appears normal, but there's a subtle change in the room. Objects slightly out of place, shadows that don't match the lighting. Megan's curiosity is piqued, and she begins to focus on the penthouse itself. The apartment is luxurious, filled with expensive art and high-tech gadgets, but there's something off about it. The air feels heavy, the room's too quiet, as if the place is holding its breath. As she spends more time in the penthouse, she starts to notice things. Faint whispers in the walls, cold spots that move from room to room, and a lingering sense that she's being watched. One night, Megan decides to stay in the penthouse. Megan! To see if she can catch whatever is causing the disturbances. She sets up cameras and monitoring equipment, determined to find out what happens at 2:13 a.m. As the clock ticks closer to the time, the atmosphere in the penthouse grows tense, the air thick with anticipation. At exactly 2:13 a.m., the light flickers and the cameras go dark. Megan feels a cold draft pass through the room, and when the lights come back on, she notices something that makes her blood run cold. Ah! A figure standing in the corner just out of the camera's view. It's not fully solid, more like a shadow or a wisp of smoke, but it's there watching her. The figure moves closer, its form shifting and twisting, and Megan realizes that it's not a person, but something far more sinister, a malevolent spirit, a silent witness to murder. The spirit doesn't speak, but its presence is overwhelming, filling the room with sense of dread. Jeez. Megan tries to move, but her body is frozen, paralyzed by the spirit's gaze. As the spirit looms over her, Megan is hit with the sudden realization. The spirit isn't just a witness, it's the murder. The businessman wasn't killed by a human hand, but by this vengeful entity, a spirit trapped in the penthouse, lashing out in anger and despair. The flickering lights, the cold spots, the whispers, they were all signs of the spirit's growing power, its desire to claim another victim. Megan struggles to break free, but the spirit's grip tightens, the cold fingers wrapping around her throat. She feels her life slipping away, her vision darkening, but just before she loses consciousness, the spirit suddenly releases her as quickly as it appeared. Jeez. When Megan wakes up, she's lying on the floor of the penthouse. The camera's still recording. She reviews the footage, but there's no sign of the spirit. Only the flickering lights and the brief blackout. The evidence is gone, leaving her with nothing but her own terrifying moments. The case is never solved. The businessman's death officially ruled as unexplained. Megan knows the truth, but she also knows no one will believe her. She leaves the force, unable to shake the feeling that the spirit is still watching her, that the spirit is still watching for her to return. The penthouse remains empty, a luxury apartment in one of the city's most sought after buildings. But no one stays there for long. Those who do report strange occurrences, cold drafts, flickering lights, and a constant feeling of being watched. The penthouse is eventually sealed off, left to decay, its dark secret buried within its walls. Some nights, if you're quiet and brave enough to stand outside the building at 2:13 a.m., you might see a light flicker in the penthouse. If you listen closely, you might hear the faint sound of whispers carried on the wind, the echoes of a murder that was never solved. Well, this was a good story to end this beautiful week on. What did you guys think of that story? I think that story is absolutely scary. I think it was a good story. I like stuff like this. But have you guys heard this story? Let me know down below what you guys thought. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Princess Peyton. Hit the red button to become your majesty. And hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. And I love you guys so much. You guys are the best human beings ever made. And you're the king of my heart, and the song lyrics of Taylor Swift. And I will see you guys in my next video, which will be Monday. Okay, love you guys. Bye. Mwah.